Hey everyone, welcome back to Artscape. So today we will be learning an Indian folk art known as Warli painting or Warli art. So this form originated in the state of Maharashtra sometime during the 10th century AD. This is a very simple art form using basic shapes like circles, triangles and squares. Adding to these basic shapes, we also use a few lines and curves here and there to make a connection. It seems that the circle and the triangle come from their observation of nature. The circle represents the sun and the moon, and the triangle is derived from the mountains and pointed trees. The common drawings include scenes like hunting, fishing, dancing, festivals, and farming. Now that we know something about this art form, let's get started.
First, let's go over the base. Traditionally, the Warli paintings are done on a brown background, mainly because they were painted on walls and pots. However, it is now being painted on various surfaces and objects like coasters, plates, bottles, and mugs. For materials and supplies, you'll need the base, preferably in brown, some white paint, a white pencil, and two brushes, one of size 0 and the other of size 1. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to show you how to draw everything on a plain sheet of paper. So before you start, I suggest you practice the basic shapes like circles, triangles, lines, crosses, and also a combination of curves and lines, just because we will be using a lot of these in every single painting in Warli art. I am also going to be showing a few border designs that you can use. These are completely optional, but there are many who love adding these to their paintings as it gives the painting a more traditional vibe. These can be anything from shapes to a combination of shapes and lines, and it is completely up to the person's creativity to play with it. So to start off, let's draw a human figure. To do this, you'll want to draw a circle for the head, and then a little below the circle we draw two triangles, the tip of one meeting the tip of the other. Next, we will be adding a few lines to make a connection. One small line for the neck, two lines for the hands, and two for the legs. Now let's say we want to draw a woman. The only difference is a small circle that we add on the head. This acts as the woman's hair. The body for every figure is the same. So if we want to draw a girl or a boy, we just draw a smaller version of a man for a boy. And for the girl, you draw a smaller version again and simply add two crisscross lines for a braid. Similarly, now we can draw an old man. To draw this, all we need to do is curve the lines a little while drawing the body, and then continue drawing the lines to make connections between the head and the body. If we want to draw an old woman, all you need to do is draw the extra circle on the head to make her hair, and you have the old woman. Here, I'm just going to give you a few examples of how to draw animals. So for this, the only difference is you draw the two triangles horizontally so that you have the body of the animal. Next, you just draw a few lines and curves to make the tail, the head, and a few lines for the legs. Here, I'm showing you how to draw a horse in Warli painting. So you have a different combination of lines and curves which will differentiate each animal. So as I'm showing in the next two drawings, you can just color the head or just change the shape of the tail or even just add a few horns and you have a new animal. And the tails, you can also do them in different shapes and sizes. You can also draw a few birds in Warli painting. So for this, you only need one triangle for the body. You can just draw the triangle straight or upside down and change the shape and size of the head and a few feathers here and there, and you have different kinds of birds in different positions. Lastly, you can also draw some trees and plants. So there isn't much to do here. If you want to draw pointed trees, you just need to draw a few lines and use triangles to make the leaves and to make the tree look tall and pointy. If you want to draw plants which are short, you just reduce your height, and you can either use triangles again for the leaves, or you can try drawing leaves that are more rounded on the edges so they look more like plants and less like trees. Here I'm just showing you how all of these drawings look on a brown background, so just enjoy the time lapse.
So you all, that's what I had for you today. Hope this video was interesting and fun. If you like this video, then do share it with your friends, comment below, and click on the thumbs up button. Also, if you want me to do any video specifically on something, then do mention below. So until I see you in my next video, take care and stay safe.